So, babe, is it toxic if your partner needs to know where you are every single time? Like every day, every time, every month, every single day they have to know your location. Is that toxic?
Is it toxic if your partner needs to know wherever you are? Is it toxic? It would be different if you were to phrase the question, is it toxic if your partner needs permission to go wherever they need to go or to do everything that they need to do? But since you're asking, is it toxic if your partner needs to know exactly where you are? I don't think it's toxic.
Okay.
I think it's a matter of safety.
Really? But some people can use that as control. Like, I need to know where you are every single day, where you at, what you doing, all that stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't care what people think it is. I feel like it's a matter of safety. Now, like I said, it depends on the delivery. It depends on what's attached to what I'm asking.
Okay.
If you're stepping out and I'm like, babe, where are you going? You know what I'm saying? Okay, babe, I'm throwing the trash. Okay, I know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel at ease. But the moment you step out the house and I don't know where you're going, I don't know where you're at, there's a problem.
Okay.
Because if anything happens to you, then I'm like, I'm clueless. I don't know what's going on. So in my mind, I feel like, unless for any other reason, I feel like it's not toxic. I think it's valid. It's valid. What do you think?
I don't think it's toxic. I think it's actually a good thing if your partner wants to know where you're at. But like, it gets toxic when you're like overly doing it. Like every single day you're like, babe, where you at? I'm going to the kitchen. Babe, where you at? I'm throwing the trash. Like, I feel like you're supposed to say where you're going naturally. Like, if I'm going to throw the trash, I'm going to tell you, babe, I'm going to throw the trash.
Yeah.
You know where I'm at. Because God forbid if something happens while I'm like throwing the trash. God forbid if something happens while I'm throwing the trash, you know what to tell the police, or you know what to tell anybody that's asking you, like, where was Macy?
Right.
You know? But I just feel like if you want to know where I'm at every single time, I don't know. I feel like there's, like you said, your delivery.
It's all about the delivery, and it's about, what's being done.
But it should be automatic. Like, you should already know to tell your partner, hey, babe, I'm going here. Hey, babe, I'm doing this. If you have to ask me, I think, like, I don't know. Like, you naturally tell me, babe, I'm going to go downstairs, or babe, I'm going to go shoot a video. Like, you naturally tell me this all the time. So I'm not trying to be like, babe, where you going? But there are times where you do forget to say, I'm like, babe, where you going? I see you like getting ready, and you're like, oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that, Yeah. But I don't know. Like, I don't think it's toxic.
Yeah.
I just think it's toxic when you actually try to like overly do it.
Yeah. It's more toxic when it becomes a situation where now I need your constant permission to do everying. Like,
you think
for
permission
example,
is bad though?
Permission is not bad.
I don't think permission is bad.
It depends.
Really?
I think it depends. Like I said,
really?
I'm not saying ultimately permission is bad, but
Tell
I feel
me
like
how. Because I ask you for everything. I'd be like, babe, and I think people would look at me like I'm crazy, but it's just a respect thing. Like, I'd be like, babe, can I?
No, I don't think. I'm not talking about that. Like
what? Like, I think I'd be asking, but I communicate. We overly communicate. Yeah. I don't think that's like toxic. No. I feel like it gets toxic when you tell me like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, before like,
tell me where you're going, or I need to see X, Y, and Z. Like, it gets toxic when you do those things, but you don't do that. So it's kind of like,
yeah, it becomes like, for example, let's assume you and I make money together. We make money and we put all our money in the same money pool, bank account. And maybe you want to take something out to go buy something for yourself. And maybe we already paid our bills. We did everything. And like, you want to take some of the money and you want to go do your own thing. And then I'm like, you want to go buy something. I'm like, you need to ask me permission first before you go buy anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I came up to you and I said, you need to ask me permission first before you go buy, it's like my delivery and the way I'm saying it can come off toxic. I know this is just a vague example, but I hope you're understanding where I'm coming from. Like, there are ways to it.
Like I said, your delivery, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like you think asking permission is toxic?
Asking permission it can be.
I think people can view it as like,
it can be toxic depending on
controlling
the situation and the person.
But it's not a controlling thing, babe.
I'm not, look, it's not a controlling thing, but I'm saying like it can be viewed and it depends on the person and it depends on the situation. But ultimately, of course, I ask you for permission before I do certain things.
Yeah,
like if I want to go.
You be talking on the phone like, hold on, let me ask my wife. Let me see what she got to say about it. I'm like, babe, why are you saying that? Because now they're going to be thinking I'm the
No, it's just out of respect.
They don't think I'm the one that says no, and sometimes it's you that be saying no. Like, I mean, using me as a scapegoat. Like,
there's that. Sometimes I use you as a scapegoat, and there are times where I'm like, okay, you know what? I mean, honestly, serious.
But
things,
he does ask me.
I gotta ask you.
Yeah, he does communicate with me, and then I'm like, babe, what do you want to do? And he goes with it. Yeah.
We gotta talk about it. Like, I can't just make any decision because we're a team. We work together, so I can't just get up and just do anything. So, like I said, there are times where
permission is not toxic.
Permission is not toxic, but it depends on who is using it and how they use it.
Like how the person tells you. Like if you tell me, hey, you need to tell me and communicate every single thing you do.
Like. It's like I'm enforcing and I'm making certain things mandatory. And then I'm like coming off in an aggressive tone. I'm like, you need to be telling me what you go in the store to go buy. You know, like I'm so aggressive with it. And I feel like when a person is so aggressive with their demands and what they want and how they're expecting the other person to be so subjective, and it's like then it becomes really toxic.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I do believe, yes, women are supposed to be submissive in regards to in a relationship and everything, but I also believe in certain areas men has to also show certain levels of also submission, but not in regards to submission like they're bowing down, but like more like in a sense out of respect and humility and before I do these things, let me also ask to see what my wife also thinks about it. That's a level of submission, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to be humble with it.
You're humble.
You can't just be acting like just because you're the man, you feel like you're the only one in control. It's a teamwork. You feel me? And that's what I personally think. I think it's a teamwork. We work together and we're able to make effective decisions together.
Okay, so let me see the question. The question was, is it toxic if your partner always needs to know where you are? No, it's not toxic.
That's not toxic.
It's not toxic. Does constant check-ins show care or control? That's what we're saying. We have to know the difference.
Constant check-ins, I feel like it depends. It can show a certain level of control or it can show a certain level of insecurity. Like, I don't trust you, so every time, wherever you're at, I'm constantly checking in on you, even though you've verbatimly told me exactly where you're at. And I see
sometimes it's not even about that. I think it's about jealousy. Like, they just get jealous.
That's what I'm saying. It depends. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be insecurity, it could be control, or it could be care.
Or care, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, I feel like if I'm out and you don't hear from me within like 30 minutes, you text me like, babe, are you okay? Like when we were at the event, TikTok Go, I was upstairs to check the hotel and stuff. You texted me like how many minutes after, like just to check it. That shows that you care about me. It's not like, oh, you're like, hey, you better be back down by it. That's you controlling, but you're not controlling. You're just like, babe, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yep. That's another form. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on who's using it.
I think if you try to do it like in a controlling way, you can tell the difference. Like, back then, I remember like when I was with my mom and stuff, they would always text me like, where you at? You know, when you're at a party or you out late, oh my gosh, and your phone is like, that's like
buzzing.
Yeah, I feel like they know I think they already know where you're at. They know that this is where you're at. They probably have your location, but it's like the way they will be calling you, texting you, blowing you up. Like, you better be back home by this time. Like, it's like, whoa. Yeah. You know, it seems like controlling.
It can appear. Yeah, I remember that too. You know, my uncle, staying with him, he was on Tipsy too.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they know that I feel like they know you're safe.
Yeah.
Because you have your location, you know everything is right. You're texting back or whatever. But it's like they want you back home.
Yeah, they want you back home. They just want to be able to, they want you to be in the vicinity that they can see you. It's just, I feel like with that, they care. It's just the way they execute it.
Is that controlling though?
It is controlling.
Okay. So
it's
that's bad.
Controlling.
So if you do that, if you see that in your relationship,
it's a bad thing.
That's a bad thing.
It's definitely a bad thing. I shouldn't be blowing you up because you're a grown adult. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be out here. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't be doing that. I gotta at least be able to have a conversation with you. I'm like, hey, where you at? Okay, this is where I'm at. Okay, well, I really need you to get home as soon as possible. I need to make sure you're okay. That's all. I'm worried about you. It's all delivery.
Right.
It's all based on how you deliver. When you deliver properly, I think everything is cool.
Yeah. So just compare that.
Yep. Let me give you the follow up. question.
Okay.
Okay. So, at what point does keeping me updated become unhealthy?
At what point? I feel like when you overly do it.
Okay.
And you like show like you control me or you own me. Like I'm outside with my friends and you already know I'm going to this restaurant or I'm going to this lounge and like I told you and I'm keeping you updated and all that and then you're like you better be back home by this time. Like if I don't see you by this time, like, or you're blowing me up and it's like, it's okay. Like if you care, like I'm talking to you, I'm like, okay, babe, you know, this is where I'm at. Can you give me like a couple minutes? I'll be back home or, you know, you can come pick me, whatever the case may be. But if you're like constantly blowing me up and you already know where I'm at and I'm like texting you and I'm answering your call, you know, I'm safe. Like, you know,
that's where the problem lies.
Yeah.
That is exactly where the problem lies.
Like, you know already where I'm at, but then you're blowing me up even more. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. It's
and like,
this is where people gotta be careful.
You're not even my parent. Like, you're supposed to be my partner.
Yeah.
You know?
I think this is where a lot of people kind of like, they find themselves in these kinds of positions where they need to be able to stand on their ground and really work on having that conversation with their partner. Because no matter what, I'm always going to say like I know we had a conversation about money the other time, about who makes more money, who gets to have more say. No matter what in a relationship, you guys are two respected adults working together towards the same common goal. And so no matter what, I should never look at you as lesser than me or, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't look at you like that.
Like you're disrespecting me.
You feel me? No matter what. So in our communication, because if I'm communicating to you in that way, like I'm worried about where you're at, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and I'm communicating to you in that way, it can ascend into many different aspects of our relationship. Like I mean, one of our friends, you know, his mindset is he's the man, the men rule the world, that kind of mindset that he has. He feels like he has the final say, whatever he says needs to go. And like he's adamant about the fact that he's a man and he's the boss. And I'm like, a true leader isn't someone who actually sits back and just points fingers and say, do this, do that. A true leader is someone who actually gets in the mud and picks up the situation or the task and helps his team get to the next level. That's what a true leader does. So as a man, if I really care about you and I want to know where you're at, I gotta be able to communicate that in a way that doesn't appear to be that I'm controlling you, because you are a respected adult and you have your own free will and your ability to do whatever it is that you need to do. So if I need to get something across and I'm worried about you, I need to come to you like a respected adult and talk to you like an adult.
Right.
Give you that respect.
Right. Yep.
I got one more. The last follow-up question is, should couples always share their location with each other?
Should couples share their location with each other? Yes. I share my location with you. I don't see no problem with that. Sorry, I got choked up.
Oh, no, I know you're tired. I'm looking at you like that. This guy's tired.
But no, I got choked up. My throat.
Okay.
You know when your throat is like something is, and then your eyes get watery because it gets choked up. Like you want to cough, but you're trying to hold it in.
Oh, okay. You look tired though. I was looking at you. I was like, I know. Yeah. I was gonna tell you after this. Look, you should just go to bed. You know, you should just literally go to bed.
Sorry.
Tomorrow morning we can get up and pack all this stuff.
But yeah, I share my location with you. I don't see nothing wrong with that because there's nothing to hide. So I feel like every couple should share their location. Number one, just for safety and just to make sure that your man or your girl is like level-headed, because sometimes it's like, I'm not gonna lie, when you go out by yourself and you do your own things, I'm really not thinking about anything about like insecurities or anything like that. I'm thinking more so about your safety. Like, oh my gosh, like I hope nothing crashed you or a car didn't, you didn't hit nobody. I just hope nobody kidnapped you. Like I'm really thinking about all these bad
possible scenarios
because I'm in the house and I'm like, oh, he's not calling, not texting, or maybe for an hour, maybe you're on the phone with somebody or whatever the case may be. I just want to make sure, you're driving back home to me. I just want to feel that, that you're safe. I want to make sure you're safe. Like I really think about the bad things. I'm not thinking about like, I think people usually think about cheating or stuff like that. I don't think about that. I mostly think about like, okay, like is my man safe? Like, nothing happened on the road. Like I hope you're just good. Like I just want to make sure you're good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I know I'm not the only one. Comment down below if you do that too. I don't know. Like
for me, I do it in a different way. So Yes, you should share your location with your partner. Absolutely. That one, I mean, like, what are you doing? Share your location
Right.
so you know exactly where she or he is at. For me, I feel like once I know where you're at, I'm at ease. But if you're on the road, my body
where,
shakes a little bit because I be thinking, I'm like, especially when, for example, you go get your hair done, I go drop you off and I can't come back and pick you up because I got work, and you're on your way coming back on an Uber.
Yeah.
I'm worried as hell.
Really?
I am.
I'd be worried when you're on the road, like when you're driving, and I'm just like, I just hope like you're safe. God keeps you safe. Like,
I'd be worried as hell, especially when you're on the road. But when you're at, doing your girl things.
Yeah, when you're settled, when you're somewhere, I'm not tripping because I know where you're at.
Yeah.
But it's only when you're like driving to or from somewhere.
Yeah. It's literally where I'm at.
I don't know if I'm the only. I mean, I guess we're not. I'm pretty sure there's other people that think the way.
There are definitely other people. There are definitely other people.
But when you're installed somewhere, or I said installed, but when you're settled somewhere, I know what you're doing. You're cool. Like, I'm not tripping.
Right.
Or unless like I'm calling you multiple times, baby, and you're not picking up.
Right.
You didn't even send me a message or anything.
Right.
That's when I'm like, okay, what's going on? Imagine you keep calling me, I'm not picking up. You're gonna be tripping. Like,
yes.
Okay, let me see her location.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely gonna be tripping. Yep.
And the next thing I do that is when like the other time I do that is when you're when you have my food on the way. Yeah, I need to make sure my food
you be on full blast.
Time. Yeah.
Yep. And she don't play with her food, man. She's next level.
Yeah.
The food. The food is her best friend.
I'd be like, babe, so did they make it? Like, why are you taking so long?
I'm telling you, man, she don't be playing with her food. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
That's it. I think that's all for today. I think that was a good video. I'm so sorry, guys.
Guys, we're honestly tired. We're going to make one more. I mean, you guys are probably going to be seeing it the following week anyways. But thank you so much for watching. The link is down below to grab our flashcards. You know what to do. And thank you so much for subscribing. And cheers. We'll see you next time. Ciao.
Bye.